So you want to practice alchemy? Admirable. This craft is difficult, but noble. Now to start with, familiarize yourself with your tools. You won't get very far without a cauldron, obviously. And the mortar and pestle will come in handy for grinding herbs and mushrooms, which makes their effects stronger in the potion. But don't just grind them up willy-nilly. It takes some skill. The most important thing is the alchemical map. Every herb and mushroom will lead you somewhere in its own special way. Process each ingredient properly to get the one you need. Keep a close eye on the map, as it shows you how your potion will turn out. Lots of interesting things can be found on it, if you aren't afraid to deviate from the familiar recipes. Ingredients grow here, in the garden. It's enchanted to make everything grow overnight, so stop by every day. If you urgently need something, then there are always the merchants. You'll meet them as you go along. Check the prices and make note of them, or they'll charge you an arm and a leg. Also remember that this job is more than just potions and the mysteries of alchemy. You need to be a good judge of people, too. They might use potions every day, but they don't know a thing about them. You'll have to listen to their problems first, and then decide yourself what kind of potion to make. The majority of them are simple people, but you still need to be attentive. You'll have to do some haggling, too, but you'll pick that up with time. You can just sell things as is, but it's best to chat with your visitor first. Talk to the customer about something that they like. Earn their trust, and they will pay more, even for a weak potion. One other thing. Experiment with different flasks and labels. You can easily change the shapes and colors to pick the most suitable ones. It's important to keep things organized and even develop your own style. It makes working much more pleasant. Trust an old man like me. And what then? Well, that's something everyone has to decide for themselves. Brewing potions in a cauldron is an interesting trade, no doubt. But if you want to peer into the very depths of this secret knowledge, you'll need to learn something more complicated. That's the only way to become a great alchemist.
All right, Chef. I know it's a bummer your restaurant exploded, but here's an idea. You could turn our truck into a food truck. I know you'd probably rather open up another restaurant, but these days it's best to stay on the move. I won't lie to you. We'll be fired upon, hacked, and maybe even run off the road. But hey, that's just the cost of doing business.
Taking a ride downtown, taking a trip through the rubble, taking a look around. All I see is trouble. Making my way back home, making my way to cover. It's dangerous to go alone, so you better find another. The sky is scraping the ground, and we don't roll our windows down, 'cause things just ain't the same anymore in this town.
Build, farm, hunt, and trade. Ranch Simulator. Begin your journey as a rancher by rebuilding your dilapidated homestead as you try to turn it into a successful ranch work together with up to 3 friends, raise and breed livestock, milk cows, and then sell produce to keep the finances flowing. The remote valley you call home may be picturesque, but it's also teeming with wildlife and dangers. Head out into the wilderness to stalk deer, track bears, and hunt wolves.
So today I'm cooking in a pair with Susie, and we have to prepare dishes together. The difficulty is that the kitchen is separated by a long counter, so we throw ingredients to each other. It's absolutely crazy. We need to communicate to actually complete the dishes in time.
Chad is a very good cook, but in this challenge it's all about cooperation. How we work together. This could be the difference of serving the dishes and not. So I'm running around the kitchen, cutting the ingredients, cooking, completing all the steps. But at the same time, we are panicking and shouting to each other, "Throw me this," or "I need that."
I stop what I'm doing and throw Susie some cut potatoes she has to fry because I don't have a deep fryer on my side. So she needs to make sure she has empty hands to catch the fries. And she doesn't. So I run and prepare a new batch of fries. Wow, that was one crazy day in the kitchen.
Yeah, but I really had a lot of fun cooking with you and throwing things at you.
Oh, I can't wait for the next time.
Let's get cooking.
Who's ready to clog their arteries? Sublime.